Hey, John and Nadya Melton here, and in this video we want to share with you 4 branding tips to success. Now, first of which, welcome John to my video.
Very excited to be here.
All right, John, so let's talk about this first of all. So chances are, if you're watching this video right now, you are looking to achieve more success inside your business.
Yes.
And here's what we found over the last couple of years, that the best way to do it is to really separate yourself apart from what everybody else is doing. And you've got to build a personal brand. And with that in mind, let's talk about the different tips that we can implement today to start creating that authority, to start
attracting people to you.
Yeah.
Because if branding and marketing is done right, the sale is easy, the sign up is easy because you're automatically edified. So number 1 is make videos like we're doing right now.
Yes.
People feel like they get to know you by watching your videos, whether they're fun videos, family videos, maybe traveling videos, tips, right? Sharing tips, providing value, anything, just start making videos.
Start making videos.
Yep. Number 2, what's number 2, baby?
Well, number 2, you have to be active on your Facebook profile or whatever social media profile that's like your main hub. This is where you're building authority. This is where you're building your audience. You do have to interact. You have to be human. So a good tip to success is anytime you post a picture or you change your profile photo and you're getting likes and comments
or a
video and look out for the people that are sharp that you want to connect with. I would definitely send them a private message and say something like, hey John, I noticed you like my video. Thank you so much for the love. Long time no talk. How have you been? And because at the end of the day, all recruiting is building relationships. You have to lead with the relationship first. You have to initiate the conversation, and the reality is you have to become a conversation starting master.
Yeah.
This is what you're good at.
Until your brand is so enormous that like money is knocking you over.
Correct.
You should absolutely, now I might not do this on every single post, but I do it pretty often, especially when I first started posting. I would send private messages to everybody that likes or comments on my videos, my pictures, anything. If I post a quote and I get 200 likes, I'm going to go through and look at some of the likes, and maybe some of those people are people I've never spoke to or I haven't spoke to in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great strategy.
Tip number 3, ILT.
Yeah.
Yep, providing value.
Love this.
Write this down, ILT. We've learned this from several different leaders over the years where, you know, if you can invest time and invest money into learning something, which is I is investing money or time, L is learning something, right? ILT, teach what you learn. See, we're just teaching you what we've experienced, right? What we've had success with. We've even taught things that we just learned, and we said, hey, look, we just read this book and this is what we learned. Or we just went to this seminar and this is what we learned. It doesn't mean you have to be, you know, a 6 or a 7-figure income earner. You just have to teach what you're learning, right? Teach the things that you've invested in. So if you invest in a course, right, you invest in a seminar, provide some value to your marketplace. I mean, wouldn't you want someone to read a great book and then just tell you some of the best parts of the book, right? So that's another really good tip.
It really is good. And the reality is you don't really know something until you turn around and teach it. One of the best parts now about us having our own courses is because it really forced us to become so clear with, number 1, the formula to success, and then also how to teach it. It's one thing to know something, it's a whole other thing to turn around to teach it to someone so they experience the same level of success. So it's going to make you sharper, it's going to make you better, it's going to make you more likable, lovable, and really an expert, because think about it, haven't you learned something?
People look at you as an expert, you're providing value, you're giving
providing
them
value, and they love you for that. And there's a law of reciprocity where it states that people would tend to want to give back when you give to them. So you do have to, in online marketing, to have success online, you have to give first before you go to receive. Okay?
Well, you know,
Very
it's interesting,
important.
like people in our private groups say, well, I'm posting videos and I'm not getting a lot of likes or comments. It's the same thing with that, right? You got to give likes, give comments.
Yeah.
If you're not commenting on other people's stuff consistently, you know what I mean, liking, well, nobody's going to do that on your wall either, especially with Facebook's algorithm. That's a whole other conversation. Number 4, and the final tip is keep it classy.
Yes.
Right? You don't want to de-edify yourself, okay? Maybe, you know, you had a fun Friday night and there's some inappropriate pictures that were taken, that's fine. I mean, that's your prerogative, but I wouldn't share it on my Facebook wall and have that mixed in there with, your professional pictures. Yeah, I mean, look, I get it. Facebook is a social platform, but I'm talking to those of you that want to build your brand. You're in business. You're marketing yourself. People join people.
Yes.
People join leaders. They don't join companies. That's what people think. They're like, oh, I got to be in the best company. No, you got to be the best leader.
I agree.
And a leader that is de-edifying themselves with crazy posts, pictures, or videos.
Maybe negative. Maybe
stay
you're
away from
sharing
negativity.
stuff that's like very negative, or stay away from religion topics or politics or
because you already know half your audience isn't going to agree with you. Now you may say, well, I like to do it that way, and that's fine. But I'm just telling you. You want to avoid that. Keep it classy.
Yeah,
avoid it if you
classy.
can.
Yeah, step it up a notch. And also, I think the bottom line to this conversation is we need to really zoom in on what do you want people to think about you when they think of you.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want it to be a brand that is like an Apple brand that's expensive but worth it.com, that's classy, that when you turn your Mac on, you feel like a celebrity? Or do you want to be a cheaper brand? So I think it really comes down to becoming very clear to the experience you want people to have. Also, when somebody does land on your Facebook profile or your blog, how do you want them to feel? Say if you're sharing something negative or something that brings that negativity, they walk away from you and your brand feeling negative. And if you're sharing something that's uplifting, something
Especially if
that's
they're in network
positive,
marketing.
something that's entertaining, right? Then people that watch your stuff, they walk away from you feeling uplifting and positive. And so I want you to think about that, right? So those were the quick 4 tips to brand success. We'll see you soon. Have an awesome day. Take care.